fighting. She was a fairy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. My name's Kiana,
I'm Cheyenne.
and this is the Novelty Sisters. Okay,
Yeah, y'all, we're back. Back
we're
on your
back.
screens, back in your ears, back in your
Second
house,
episode. Yep.
back in your car.
Wherever you're listening to us from.
And let us know where you are listening to us, because I
Yeah.
feel like I listen to podcasts everywhere. I'd be in a shower and I'm like, these people probably don't even know that they take
You
a
be
shower
showering
with
and
me.
listen to podcasts?
Yeah,
What kind of podcast?
it depends.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm big on true crime.
I
Sometimes
don't
I'm
think I
digging
could
for an
shower
event.
and listen to a true crime podcast, because what if somebody, you know what I'm saying? I start
Yeah,
thinking like,
yeah. My anxiety used to tell me the same thing.
and then I
But
got
I mean, I'm
one of
either.
those curtains, so I'd have to, you know,
Oh, really? Oh no,
hmm
mine is just
the
glass. And
glass. Yeah.
yeah, I feel you on that. I've definitely had some times where I
hmm
felt that way, but I'm like, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna either be quiet or I'm gonna be singing Whitney Houston at the top of my lungs. So
Anyways,
back to
so
the topics.
yeah, so today we're starting something exciting. We're starting our
Mhm.
first episode of the Sarah J. Maas Universe series, right? So in this series, we're going to go over every book that Sarah J. Maas has came. Well, I don't know if she's come out with more than the ones we're listing, but definitely the
Yeah.
ACOTAR series, the Throne of Glass series, and the Crescent
No, I
City
like her.
series.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which we're super excited about because
yeah,
so far she hasn't really done us dirty,
she
you
has it.
know?
I've
She just
loved.
hasn't.
Yeah, I've loved every book that she's came out that I've read so far, which is really just the ACOTAR series. Oh, and I read the
Right.
first book of Crescent City.
You
So
did. And
yeah,
Throne of Glass is starting. It has a
I
strong start for me.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying that book. We're reading it in order. So we started with Assassin's Blade, and I'm really enjoying getting to know our character Selena. It's a series of like short stories, but they're in chronological order. So,
Yeah.
have you read the Red? Are you on the Red Desert part?
I'm not on the Red Desert. I'm
Oh,
not. I'm
girl,
not gonna
it
lie.
gets
And don't be mad at me for this.
yeah,
I had to take a pause because I was watching the Diddy documentary.
girl, it is a good documentary. So I'm not upset. You do need to get that out the way because you
It's
really were just like,
crazy.
dang, yeah. Have you
Yeah,
watched
I
the whole
was
thing
like,
yet?
girl, I sat there and binge watched the whole thing on my computer while I was working.
Yeah, it's a really good series.
The whole thing.
Really
Oh,
good.
and then I was like, wait, that's it?
Yeah.
But girl, I would love to be a 50 Cent level hater.
Okay, before we start with our deep dive of ACOTAR, I do want to state that this video is going to have spoilers. So if you have not read the book and you plan on reading the book, please just go ahead and exit this video. Not all of our reviews are going to have spoilers, but only our deep dive. So if you want to see our other videos or future videos with our reviews of books we're reading, we're not going to always have spoilers. Just the deep dive videos are going to have spoilers. So we broke up the series into two parts. We're going to focus on A Court of Thorns and Roses and A Court of Mist and Fury today. And then part
Yes.
2 is going to have the rest of the 3 books in the ACOTAR series. So yeah, should we go ahead
So,
and
well, before
dive
we
in?
start, I actually wanted to ask you something.
Okay.
Um, what what court do you think you would be in? Like,
Mm,
not even like, I don't want you to think of like characters. I just want you to
yeah.
think of like overall vibe, aura.
Yeah. So that's kind of tough because I think we were so focused on the Night Court, right? And Valeris or
Yeah.
Valaris, I'm not sure how they pronounce it. So we didn't really get much of what each court, held. But I will say, I think I'm just such an ocean baby that I would do the summer court. I
I feel
think I'd
you.
be, you know what I mean? So,
I do feel you on that. I feel you
hmm
on that too because I'm like, even though it's hot, I think it's also because we're just Floridian,
yeah, we're
Like,
Floridians.
and it took me a long time to realize how Floridian I was. I was shocked when I first
Mhm.
went to the first place I traveled, like, by myself, Colorado.
Mm. And I know it was just cold. I know you're freezing. And then I heard it's hard to breathe because they're like their elevation is higher.
Girl,
They have
I'm up there. I'm up there. Up. First of all, the moon big as hell.
that had to be
Big
pretty
as
though.
hell up there.
I do feel like the
It
West
was big.
Coast, the moon looks bigger in the West Coast for some reason.
Yes. And then I went up there too. First night, I almost lost a toe.
Because
That's
you
how
were so
cold it was.
cold.
Like my big
Mm-mm.
toe, I very seriously, like I cannot emphasize how serious I am. I really could not.
Yeah.
Like I was actually getting concerned I was gonna have to clip my big toe.
Mm-mm. Like it was
For
gonna be
real.
gone forever.
Yeah,
And
to
the big toe
like
I heard is
either
what balances you out. So
so you cannot lose it. It's
mm-mm.
not given there. I think I don't know, because I do really like when it gets cold outside. I like being cozy.
Yeah, like that seasonal change kind of gets you in the
Yeah,
mood, you know?
yeah. Like I think I could. I gotta see what winter court is looking like. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm thinking like, because immediately I go to Game of Thrones, and I'm like
Mm-hmm.
I can't do the wall type of winter,
Mm-hmm.
but I could
Where
do
it's
something.
just freezing. So
Yeah,
you're thinking you would be like a winter court,
it's maybe autumn.
baby?
Yeah, I would be in autumn court. That's a good.
Autumn. Autumn did
Yeah.
sound pretty while Feyre and Lucian were
Yes.
going through it, so.
Yeah, I think autumn court would be a nice little vibe, and you can always visit summer court.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
could always take a
Autumn
little
court probably does have just the best weather. A nice little hoodie weather.
brisk.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm glad we got that out the way. Let's
Mm-hmm.
talk the tea.
Let's talk
Let's
the
talk
tea.
the tea. Okay, Feyre. So
Mm-hmm.
we start in Feyre's land, Feyre's world.
Mm-hmm.
She
Mm-hmm.
is, honey, she is providing. She is a
Mm-hmm.
single mom that works 2 jobs. Okay. Family ain't nothing, right? They are lazy. They are unmotivated. We learned that they used to have money. They no
Mm-hmm.
longer have that. Mom
Mm-hmm.
died. Sisters emaciated. And Feyre
Mm-hmm.
is just trying to get them married off.
Yes.
Get the
She just
heck
wants
out of
to
her
live a
daddy house.
life with her father, and all she wants to do is paint. But nobody wants to go out and make sure that they are provided for and fed. You know, if it wasn't for Feyre, they would have died a long time ago from starvation.
It's giving in the
So,
arms of an angel
mm-hmm.
type starvation, right?
Yes. So she
So
has
she's
a,
hunting.
mm-hmm.
She's hunting, she's hunting, she's hunting. One night she goes out hunting and she finds a wolf and decides life or death, fight or flight. I'm a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Shoots the wolf with an arrow. Finds out it was a fairy. It ended up being a fairy.
Mm-hmm.
And for at this point, fairies are like kind of folky, like lore
Mm-hmm.
type of thing.
The
Um,
human realm doesn't know much about the Fae because the only things they do think are that they're bad. Anytime they do come to the human lands, they cause trouble, they're
they're
killing humans.
tricksters.
So they want nothing to do with Fae. They want to stay away, you know? So with
Mm,
the Fae, you have to kill them with ash arrows. If you have,
yes.
it like takes their Fae powers away. So she happened to go buy an ash arrow prior to going to go hunting, right? Knowing an ash
Right.
arrow would protect her from the Fae. And yeah, she just happens to she I was actually going to kill a deer. And while she had the arrow ready for that deer, a big old wolf, and she knew the wolf was Fae, like it's coming to terrorize us. Like, let me just go ahead and shoot it.
You know who you sounded like? You remember when Oscar from Shark Tales is recounting his story about how he killed that shark? He's like, big old shark.
Big old shark that was 7,500 feet long.
I had to. I had to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. from your perspective, right? You
Mhm.
sitting at home, you chilling, the fire is finna burn out, and another big ass wolf just comes in the house, just boom, breaks the door open.
I mean, at that point, I'd be like, "This is how I go. This is how I go." I mean, I'm already in the way Feyre describes the situation, they're already in a pretty bad situation, right?
Yeah. What would okay?
Like,
Show turn around and then
what
turn
life?
back around. Show me what your face would be, please.
I'd be like, I'd be like, go ahead, take me
Immediately,
because
he's
immediately
already on the floor.
I'm not. I already used my one ash. I think she did have a second ash arrow, and I think she was like planning on using it. But yeah, I can't fight that.
Right.
I can't. So I just be like, hey, go ahead. And the crazy thing is, he broke into that house, right? And
Red flag number one.
oh yeah, red flag number one. But red flag with the family, ain't nobody trying to save Feyre.
I mean,
You had
according to you,
Nesta.
you would have been already laid out. So
Yeah, I would be. Just take me. If I'm living in that type of situation where I have to go out, provide food for this family, and we're already living scraping pennies. I'm like,
yeah,
you know what? What else
it's
can I
time.
do? It's time for
Mhm.
me to go. I'm tired, my feet hurt, shoes don't fit. It's cold. We gotta share
Got
bath
a hole in
water.
a big toe.
Right. I gotta sleep in the bed with two other people, like, just take me. Just take
Yeah,
me. I'm not even gonna fight
I
it,
feel you.
you know? So,
Yeah,
what about you? Let
and
me see your face. Let me see your face and what you would do.
I'd probably fall out too. I would probably let me think.
I'd
Okay,
probably pass out before.
that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm liable.
Mhm.
Okay, make a big crash noise.
Like, you couldn't just knock. You couldn't knock on the door and be like, "Hey, you have to come with me." I
I'm
would have
gonna give
already
your
seen your
family
little
some money.
yeah, I would have already seen your little pointy ears. Like,
That's what I'm
I would have
saying.
knew what you were. You didn't have to come in there and
And they
destroy
really,
the
and
home.
they just looked at her getting drug out like,
Mhm.
no,
Well,
nothing. Right.
there goes our food.
So who's gonna get married first? Not me.
Who's gonna go hunting now?
Yeah,
Who's
not
next?
me.
Who's next in line?
Nose goes.
I was first. Okay. Anyways, so Farrah gets dragged. It's a how do you say
Prithian.
it? Prithian. There we go. She
Mm-hmm.
gets dragged to Prithian into the spring court,
Mm-hmm.
and is pretty much told by this is when she meets Tamlin. Is pretty much told we have a treaty to where if a human kills a fae, we pretty much own that human. Am I getting that right?
Yeah. Yeah. So she's sitting there. She got food for days. She ain't never had this much food in her life. She has a whole
Mm-mm.
painting room filled with.
Mm-hmm.
She has
At first
everything.
she doesn't
Everything
at
for her.
first she doesn't she's very combative into
Yes.
accepting that so she doesn't eat. She doesn't trust Fae food. I think she thinks that they're gonna poison her
She didn't have a problem with
or
wine.
yeah.
I'm just saying, I
So
didn't hear no type of apprehension, hindrance,
right, because they
nothing.
had told her not to drink that fairy wine
She
and she
was
still was
warned.
yeah. And
If
she
she
still
was
drank it. It was dancing all night.
popping that puss for Tamlin, okay?
So she's like, she's in spring court. She's confused. She doesn't like her current situation, and Tamlin's pretty much telling her like, "Hey, your family's gonna be taken care of." So, because that's her main concern is like, "What's my family
Yes.
going through?" I was the one providing the food, so he was like, "I'll take care of your family. Don't worry." So she starts to accept her life in spring court because it's pretty much the life that she's wanted. She's fed. She gets to paint. Like all she wanted while she was living in the human lands was just time to paint. and Tamlin provides the things that she wants. So, yeah,
We
and then she
learned
gets drunk
too
off that
that
fairy
they
wine.
she sure do. And at this point, she hasn't even seen Tamlin's face yet. Because
Yeah,
they're
because they're
not
wearing
allowed to take their
masks.
masks off. So
Hmm.
everybody that she's seeing just has all these masks on. She's even got people waiting on her. And she's
Hmm.
like, they glamour her when Rhysand comes.
Yeah, so there's this scene where um Tamlin hints at Amarantha and the mayhem she's caused. Um and they get a visit from Rhysand and they glamour her. They're like, you have to hide, right? And we know, like we're like, okay, they're the bad guys, of course they have to hide her, but we understand why they hide her at the end of the book. So they hide her, but Rhysand already knows. He's like, do you think I'm stupid? You got somebody glamoring up in here?
Yeah.
You like, I
Like
can't,
I can't
like,
smell no human blood.
right?
You got somebody glamour?
She already seen Rhysand one time, right? And it was when they had that thing Tamlin had to go, he had to go participate in, and Feyre went out there to go look for him, and he was like, I told you
Yes.
not to. Yeah, but so she's at
That's when
this,
she
she's,
followed him into like some prairie type of thing. You remember
yeah,
that?
and then she gets pushed by these three Fae, and they're like, what are you doing here, and they're trying to cause trouble. And then Rhysand's like, there you are, I've been looking for you. And then she turns around, right, she turns around and she's like, it's the most handsome person I've ever seen in my life.
And I
And
know what I know Rhysand
yeah,
fine.
and then
I know
Rhysand was
he is
pretty much
fine.
like, yeah, girl.
I know he
And
is
Rhysand's
just
pretty much like, you need to get out of here, right? So he helps her out. She goes back home. So fast forward, he comes into the spring court, and that's when he's like, "You got somebody glaring up in here."
Mhm.
So after Rhysand leaves, Tamlin's like, things are stirring up. They're gonna come after you. You need to go back to the human lands, right?
Because
So
Amarantha is also in love with Tamlin. Like she wants Tamlin, right?
does she?
Yeah, it says Amarantha wanted Tamlin because she was obsessed with him, lusting after him from when
Oh,
he was young, and sought to make him her consort as punishment for his rejection and
oh,
control.
that's why. Yeah, because she did have him like up on the throne with her
Some people even say
when.
that she might have been his mate.
Oh.
And that's why she was so upset. But yeah, he was she because that's why because they kept calling Rhysand her
Her
mistress.
whole, yeah.
Her
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
Amarantha's. But
Yeah.
really who she wanted was Tamlin.
Tamlin.
So
Mhm.
Amarantha finding
Yeah,
that's
cuz
the
she
whole reason
was
why.
like trophying, like parading him around. She had him like on the throne
Yeah.
next to her and
But
stuff.
that's
So
why
that
she
makes
was
sense.
so upset why Feyre like was there. Cause she's like,
Yeah.
you entertaining some human girl?
Yeah. So when Tamlin sends Feyre back to the human lands, the last thing he says to her is, I love you. So she's like in the human land, she's just thinking like, I love him too. Like I need to go after him. Like he's my love. So Feyre leaves and she goes to the cave where Amarantha is keeping all the High Lords and a lot of people in their courts
Under the mountain.
under the mountain
Under
to
that
go get
mountain,
her
girl.
man.
Child. So Amarantha then gives her 3 tasks if she wants to save Tamlin.
Hmm.
And the first one, well, she gives a riddle.
Yeah. So it's either you do these three trials or you solve this riddle. If you pass
Yeah.
the three trials, it'll release all the people from this spell.
Yep.
Or if you solve the riddle,
Hmm.
it will unleash the spell as well.
Right. Riddle, the answer was love. And I would have
Yeah.
definitely guessed it. But,
Mm,
Feyre, she is illiterate.
illiterate.
She is illiterate. So she wasn't going to get it. And I feel like Amarantha knew that, but who am I? Then
Right.
she has to go up against the Middengard worm,
Mm-hmm.
the Alaskan bullworm.
Might as well be, because same thing.
First of all, I don't know if I would have been disgusted or scared. Maybe a little bit of both. Maybe.
Yeah,
Just
I
because
probably would have, yeah. I
I
probably
would
would
have
have
been
passed out
like,
again.
ew. And I cannot fault you for that because I feel you. My heart would have been going
Like,
so fast.
how am I supposed to beat this big ass worm with just rows of teeth going around like that?
You would have heard the, ah! Girl, just running. And she
Just
was
pattering
so
like
just they would have been like, where is she? Can you see her? Baby, I'm hiding. No.
the whole time. The whole time.
It would have been
People
so
would have started
miraculous.
walking out. They would have been like, shit.
No.
But that trial left her down bad.
Yeah, she had a big
Broken,
infection.
bruised, and battered.
Yeah, and she really thought she was about to die.
I,
Really thought she was about to die.
she
Then
was
you have
hallucinating. She couldn't eat. She was dehydrated.
she was
She
like,
couldn't even
this is how I'm
move.
dying.
She was like, she was so, the way that Miss Sarah went into detail about her injuries underneath that mountain, I was like, oh yeah, baby, I would have willed myself to death. I would have just been like, all right, Potty, it's okay, let's go.
Just, it's okay.
It's okay, let's go. We're done. I would have
And
met
she's,
God.
and mind you, she's doing this for the man that she loves.
She
doing
is
this all for the man
hyperventilating.
she loves.
She is on a concrete floor in a damp, dark dungeon.
I think like she even says like it just smells like death in there, like.
Yeah, it
And then,
so nasty.
but who pops up? Who pops up?
Rethan.
Rethan pops up, and he's
That
like,
man.
you know, he's like, let me heal you, right? Let's make a deal together, cause we need you to pass these.
And
trials.
again, she was told not to do it, but she made the deal anyways, and she got this tattoo on her hand with this. Was it an eyeball?
Yeah, it was an eyeball.
Speaking of
She
eyeballs,
used to say like, I swear, this eyeball is looking at me.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like Julian. I know she used to sing his name, and he would just be there. Here, I could see an eyeball just frantically like,
Right.
you
Just
know,
going crazy.
yeah, yes,
Just stuck in there. What did they say for 500 years?
right. Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
Probably
being stuck
can't
in
go
an
to sleep.
eyeball?
Right.
Because you can't close your eyes. You gotta watch everything that she puts up. Imagine her being like, "Look, Julian, and
You
don't
like my
wanna see-
clothes I got? You like my clothes I got?
I've been on a
Probably in there
diet."
like, she's probably like, I do not give a.
Can't say nothing. Imagine somebody poking you, Julian. You don't got no eyelids to cover it.
Like, get me out of here. Leave me alone.
Get me out.
500
Please.
years of you just being awake and just stuck.
And just can't even blink, bro.
Like, oh, that was crazy.
That was wild. But yeah, so she makes a deal with Reese. He ends up saving her. What was her second trial? Can't tell me about the second trial because I can't take
Second trial.
because she can't
She
read.
had to read something, right? She had to look at this wall and it had like 3 sayings or something on there. I forgot what it was, but they used Lucian, right? Mind you, her and Lucian have like a good relationship because he's like the emissary at Springcourt. So her and Lucian have always had like this good relationship. But they got my man Lucian chained up with these spikes coming down, right?
Yeah.
And she's sitting there and she has to solve this I guess another riddle. And Lucian's like, just pick one.
Just pick one, please. Because she got 3
Just
levers
pick
that she can
one.
choose from.
Right.
She got 3
Ends up
levels.
picking the second one. Yeah, ends up picking the second one. It was the right one. So the spike stopped. He's like, oh, thank God, right? And so she passed trial number 2.
Right. Now, do you think that Amarantha knew that she was illiterate? Or did she just think Thayer was stupid?
I think in the second trial she got more of a hint because it took Feyre so long to solve it.
Yeah.
But, and then Rhysand I think sent like a little tingle down the bond
Yes.
to
He,
so she picked
yeah,
the right
helped her.
lever.
Because
Yeah.
remember, he's got that die body. He can
Yeah.
mind control and stuff. So
Yeah.
he
So
ended up helping her out.
so but I think she did get a hint after trial 2.
Because didn't Lucian know that she was illiterate too?
Yeah.
That's why he was so stressed out. He's like,
Yeah, he
girl,
was
you gonna kill
sweating
me.
buckets.
What? Just put one.
Please.
Please. Just favorite to pick one, bro. Just go. Pick one.
Right. Just fighting for his life.
You and something like that, you can't help but to be unhinged. You see what
Right.
I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
all of that goes out the window. All rationale goes out the window. So, yeah. So she made it past the second. The third trial was that she had to kill 2 Fae. 2,
3 Fae.
3 Fae.
3 Fae. It
Or
was 2
solve the
Fae
riddle.
she didn't know. So she did kill the first 2. I think one of them was pleading and the other one was kind of like, just kill me. Like, I've been through enough down here.
Yeah.
The third Fae happened to be Tamlin.
Yep.
So, as a reader, you're kind of like, this is so messed up. Like, they're not going to be together. They're not going to be able to be together. She came down here to save this man and can't even save this man.
I ain't even do
But
it.
then it hints to something Tamlin had told her prior in the book, which is that he has, a heart of steel?
Heart of stone.
Heart of stone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when she stabs him in the heart,
yeah,
he can't die.
he can't die. What happens? Because she ends up stabbing him, right?
Yeah.
But why does she still have to solve the riddle?
Ew.
So, after Feyre stabs Tamlin in the chest, she finds out that Amarantha, the way she worded freeing them by trials, didn't truly free them. So she had to solve the riddle to truly free everybody and for them to get their powers back, right?
After getting her bone snapped.
Yeah, so Amarantha, after she stabs Tamlin, Amarantha is just going in on Feyre. Feyre's dying. Feyre does die, right? But she solves the riddle prior to dying. So she says, as she's dying, she's thinking of the riddle, and she's finally like, the answer is love, right? That gives all the High Lords their powers back, but Feyre dies while they get their powers back.
Yeah.
When she dies, thanks to the bond that she has with Rhysand, she ends up going into his mind instead of truly passing, right? And through Rhysand's mind, you can see Rhysand trying to grab a sword or dagger and kill Amarantha, but she somehow, I think, pushes him onto a wall. So Tamlin, in his beast form, I think, attacks Amarantha, kills her. Feyre's dead on the ground, and all the High Lords are like, you know what? She saved our lives. We know a way that we could save her, and it's to give a orb.
An orb of power back. And then she's resurrected as a Fae.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because apparently
Yeah.
they're big as heck.
I think they stay under the cave for like a day or two. Her and Tamlin, I think, make love for the first time afterwards. And then she goes to say bye to Rhys before he goes back to Night Court. And when he looks at her, he has like a look of surprise, and then he just winnows away, right?
Yep.
And that's about the end of book
and
1.
Tamlin, we learn, is upset too about her making that deal. He's not happy about it.
But I mean, she had to do something to live, so.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, listen.
Right.
You're alive, aren't you?
Right. Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because I also feel like by this point, like knowing what we know now, Tamlin would have known if Feyre was his mate or not.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
right.
Regardless, like, even or that she's staying here.
Yeah.
Rhysand knew that before, and like Tamlin still didn't know. So it's like, You know she's somebody else's girl.
Right. You are. You do know.
Yeah,
So,
she ain't stand for
and for you not
you.
to like sit there and question that, for you not to be like, why aren't we, as many times as like they've gotten it in, like, how do you not know that, okay, she would have been my mate by now, or I would have known
Yeah.
that she's my mate by now,
Especially on
and
that very
she's
one.
not.
Because she said, yeah. And that's how book one ends. So
Yeah.
then we moved to book two. A court of missing fury. A court of missing fury. A court of missing what? Missing fury. Missing fury. So, wait. I got a couple of questions. In this book, do you feel like Tamlin was romantic, or do you feel like he had a lot of red flags? I think he
Um,
was filled with red flags, honey.
I honestly in book one I didn't get many red flags from Tamlin. I
Yeah,
will
it's definitely
say.
like a hindsight thing, I
Yeah,
think.
I think with book one, when I was reading it for the first time, I was like, I thought it was just like a slow burn. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I thought that, their love is just taking time to progress, understandably, because she wanted nothing to do with the Fae,
Mm.
and it just slowly moved towards them loving each other. But I didn't really see any red flags from Tamlin in book one. No.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you too. So originally I was gonna ask you if you would have figured out the riddle sooner. But
Mhm.
I do wonder if Feyre didn't really have an idea of love, or if
Mm.
she was just illiterate. Because
Yeah.
at that point we're not really told. Like we do know that she has to love her family in some regard to
Mhm.
take care of them the way that she did, but
Mhm.
at the same time I can see it as like a sort of duty or like responsibility or like obligation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Because she
wonder,
loves him to a sense, like, obviously she doesn't want her family to die.
yes.
And she knows she's the only one capable of providing for them.
Yeah.
So, but I
But I
think
wonder if
falling
it
in
was too
love is
limited.
different than, yeah. I think falling
Exactly.
in love is different because the riddle was more of the fact of falling in love, you know?
Yes. So Amarantha's her riddle was, there are those who seek me a lifetime, but we never meet. And those I kiss, but who trample me beneath ungrateful feet. At times I seem to favor the clever and the fair, but I bless all those who are brave enough to dare. By large, my ministrations are soft handed and sweet, but scorned, I become a difficult beast to defeat. For though each of my strikes lands a powerful blow, when I kill, I do it slow.
See, when I first read the riddle, I thought it was heart. Like that's what I thought the answer was. Yeah. And then I was like,
Okay.
yeah. And then I was kind of like, okay, because I read it over and over and over, right? Because I was like, I'm solve this thing.
Yeah.
I'm solve it before the end. And I was like, it could
Yeah.
either be heart or love, but I was more leaning towards heart than I was love.
I don't know, because heart attacks be killing you kind of quick.
I mean, yeah, heart attacks, but
Like,
people could die from heartbreak. That's what I was thinking about.
that's true. That's true.
Hmm.
That's true. If book one was a standalone, would it be satisfying?
I think the only reason it would have been satisfying, well, for two reasons, right? Feyre and Talmud just got together and they love each other.
Yeah.
And we don't really see that love blossom, you know?
Right.
Uh, Two, we know that Feyre had this bond with Rhysand. So I'd be like, well, what happened with
Yeah,
the
it was set
bond?
up for a series.
Yeah.
It was set up.
So those
I
are the
agree.
only two reasons why I would be like, no, like I don't really feel
It's giving
satisfied.
second
And then
book.
we don't really know much about the other courts in book one. We're really just focused on knowing that the night court, rescinds from the night court, and that we're mainly just in the spring court. So
Yeah.
I would want to
Is
know more
there
about the world.
is there a day court? There's a
There's a
day
day
court.
court. Yeah, that's part of the three because there's day, dawn, and night. They're the ones up north.
Okay, so book two, we start off And Tamlin and Feyre are a wreck, honey. I'm talking
Yeah.
PTSD to the max. We got Feyre, she
Mm-hmm.
throwing up. She got migraines. Tamlin is sweating down his back. And even that, I'm sorry. If my man, even if it's my man, is laying next to me and he's sweating and sticky, disgusting. She was talking
Yeah.
about sweat. I just woke up and sweat was glistening down his strong back. And it's like, girl, he's having a night terror. Wake him up.
Right.
Wake that man
Right.
up. But
Mm-hmm.
Tamlin will not let her leave.
Yeah, he is so, or at least the way he makes it seem, is that he is so afraid of just her getting hurt again, dying again, and what's out there that he fears, anything bad happening to her. So he keeps
Yeah.
her pretty much contained within the manor of Springcourt. And this
Right.
is driving our girl Feyre mad because she's to a point where she's so her depression and her PTSD is so bad, her anxiety is so bad, she doesn't even want to paint. She doesn't want to go walk in the garden, She
No.
needs something to go clear her mind. So she wants to help with rebuilding the spring court because she knows Amarantha caused a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So she sees Tamlin. Tamlin's barely home. He's leaving every day to go do something. Sometimes he's gone for days at a time.
And she can't go
And
nowhere.
she can't go anywhere. She's going crazy. She does make a friend, the priestess. What's her name?
Yes. I cannot remember her name. Yeah, so Feyre is wasting away.
Mm-hmm.
Wasting away in that spring court. And she is healing at night. You see what I did there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But she's healing at night. And she is, you know what I think it is, though? I think that for Feyre's whole life, she had some sort of agency.
Mm-hmm.
She had some sort of power. She had some sort of like a purpose, you know,
Yeah.
like when she was at home, her purpose was to make sure her family was surviving.
Yeah.
Then she had the purpose of making sure that Tamlin survived. But it kind of gets me because I'm like, it never escaped my mind when Tamlin, when she was with Tamlin, that it was this thing of like, you have to be owned by a Fae now because you killed a Fae.
Yeah. The whole treaty
You see
thing
what
he
I'm
was
saying?
talking about.
It always gave me this sort of impression that it was like, well, she's mine and I own her because she killed my friend.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wasn't really feeling it. I was getting a lot of red flags at that point from Tamlin. I think it was a really good setup for like her going over with Rhys.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think also to pause right there, Feyre was very content with staying at night, the spring court in book 1.
She was,
She kind of
yeah.
thought that was the life that she envisioned for herself, was
Yes.
no more struggling. I could just paint all I want, But I think when she came back from under the mountain, there was just this change in her, and she just felt, trapped, kind of like
Powerful.
she did,
Oh,
kind of
I
like
see
she
what you're
did
saying.
under the mountain. Like she couldn't leave her prison cell. She
Yes.
was contained, so it's kind of like I was stuck there and trying to save you guys, like I was stuck there. I don't want to be contained anymore. I want the freedom to go do what I want, but he just didn't give her a choice to do that.
That's very true. Do you think that she owed Tamlin like the space and the patience to try to see if it would resolve it, as far as like maybe he's traumatized, maybe he's this, that, and the other?
I think that she let her feelings be known too many times, like by that last time she pretty much like was like begging him, like, let me leave the manor, I need to go. And he was just like, and then the thing was, he did say yes and then took it back, and he was just like, no, like, you're not leaving.
Yeah, and it highlighted this sort of like, with Tamlin, she didn't have this choice, she didn't have this autonomy, she didn't have this like at least control over herself. But everything with Rhysand was consent,
Yeah.
was individuality,
Yeah.
was, you know, like whatever you want to do
Yeah, it's
is
your
like
choice.
what it's gonna be.
It's your
Yes.
choice. But he
And
also,
I love that.
her time in Spring Court, he also felt all her
Her
emotions.
distress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he knew the kind of trauma and, yeah, just trauma that Feyre was put through while staying at Spring Court. And he pretty much decided, like, I'm not gonna, but he's also like that with his inner circle. Everybody has a choice in his life, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. And it also is kind of it's interesting too because it is another like I don't know, there's a lot of ways to show the differences between Tamlin and Rhysand. And another one is just the fact that it Feyre's emotional safety was not a priority for Tamlin. It was for Rhysand.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you could say that Feyre's physical safety was very important to Tamlin. And one could argue,
Yeah.
like, you know, Rhysand was okay with her being out in that field.
Yeah,
She was in the pain.
I wouldn't say he was okay because he usually did have a lot of anxiety with her doing things,
did.
you know? But he also knew, like, I can't be that type of person that controls what she does. So
Yeah, I also think he kind of like just understood because obviously he knows that they're mates. So whatever I'm capable of, I know that
you're capable of. But Feyre goes to Night Court. Before she fully leaves Spring Court, she goes to Night Court, and Rhysand just kind of wants to strengthen her weaknesses. So he knows she can't read. So he starts like training her. At first she's fighting and she's like, I don't want to do that.
They go on through phonics, girl.
But he trains her how to read, how to write, or teaches her how to read, how to write. Finally, she's about to get married to Tamlin, and while she's walking down that aisle, something is telling her, like, this is not right. I do not want to marry this man.
One of her last straws was the fact that he was collecting tithes from other fae who could not afford it.
Yeah.
And she didn't understand because she's like, we're living like this.
Lavish life.
And people are having to like scrape pennies, make bad deals.
Because she knew what it was to be poor.
Just to pay. Yeah, with like a very real cost. Like I think they either like die or like they're like cast out by the community if they can't pay for it.
Oh yeah,
like,
I think it's the protections. He's like, they're paying for my protections in Spring Court.
Yeah.
And that just didn't sit right with Feyre.
Backwards, bro.
So she's walking down that aisle. She just has like this strong feeling like, this isn't the right thing to do. And boom, pops in Rhysand. He's like, oh no, this is the first time they run into each other. Or he collects her, but he comes to get her, right? And he's just like, oh, I'm here to collect my bargain. So boom, wedding gets canceled. She starts spending time with Rhysand in the Night Court. The second time, which is when she really leaves Spring Court, is that one time we were talking about where he told her, like, yeah, you could finally leave. And he takes it back. He's like, no, you're not going to go help us. Like I told you were. And so, yeah, she pretty much explodes. Like she curls into a ball and she just explodes. And we're introduced to Moore, comes in, collects her, and then they winnow back to Night Court. And from there, she is living her life in Night Court. Doesn't go back to Spring Court till later on.
So that's where we get the Valaris reveal, which is a big reveal for us because up to this point, we are thinking that the Night Court is under the mountain, basically. Like, we are thinking that it is... we are thinking that this is the villain court, right? Like, all of these people are, like, kind of shisty. Like, it's a scary place to be. The whole, like, nightmare thing, like... We don't know up to this point that it is this like beautiful sanctuary that the Night Court has, and it's peaceful and it's creative and it's vibrant and it's artistic. Like it's just all of these things.
And Valaris has been hidden from everybody else.
Yes.
But the Night Court for all this time.
Exactly. And so when we see, I mean, we have already started to see, but the same way that we kind of are opened up to this um, good or like, this beautiful portion of the Night Court, which is like kind of that, that veil is lifted and we don't see what Tamlin has communicated that the Night Court is.
Yeah.
And we also get that from Rhysand. He kind of drops his villain bravado and he shows his true self as well as like this sensitive, very caring, very loyal friend and counterpart and husband.
Period. Yeah. So we meet his inner circle, and she's like, wow, he has, these great group of friends. They all love each other. They're all lively. You just, from the persona he was putting on Under the Mountain, you wouldn't expect this from Rhysand, right? You would expect him to be like this villain or, just always in the dark.
Girl.
Always in the shadows. But
wear like some heavy black eyeliner. And the cloak.
Right. But no, he has this lively city in his court. He has these lively friends. And yeah, this is where...
Why do you think that hit so hard? Like, why do you think Bellaris was like... Do you think it's because of how much it meant to the characters, or do you think that it had to do with the description of it?
I think kind of a mix of both, right? It's this secret kind of paradise, right?
Yeah.
But also, I think Sarah J. Maas put like everybody's kind of dream place into one thing, right?
Yeah.
All our kind of little extroverted dreams are like Valeris, like it has everything you could want. It's like cozy. It has
very
like
Hogwarts at Christmas.
Yeah, it has markets, music, art, theater. The scenery is beautiful. So it just gives like a cozy, like fun, lovely vibe.
Creative environment. And it's just very peaceful. But this is where also we start to find out that she's got multiple powers.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, she's got powers from every High Lord thing.
Yeah.
That gave her their orb.
Yeah,
that gave her their orb. And it's a lot of powerful, and it kind of has this sort of like fear element, but knowing Feyre how we know Feyre, we know that girl is gonna master all of them powers.
Yeah, because she is, she's been a bitch from the beginning,
Listen,
kind of gives Katniss Everdeen vibes in the beginning. Yeah.
But we also do know that her having all of these powers also makes her kind of vulnerable, because it poses the risk that the other High Fae or High Lords would not be happy with the fact that she got their powers.
Yeah, so she finds out
she is literally the Avatar.
Yeah, finds out she has
the last
powers from all the High Lords. Finds out she could shapeshift, which she got from the Spring Court.
She's got water bending, she's got fire bending, she's got air bending, she's got
powers. So she
Diamati. She can control that mind, girl.
Yeah, so in this book we see Feyre's growth. We see her struggle with conflict as well, because she is starting to fall in love with Rhysand, but she feels guilty because she kind of just disappeared from Spring Court. Didn't talk to Tamlin. There was no closure there. But she started to, these feelings are evolving from Rhysand. He does, there was no red flags for Rhysand. There was none.
I didn't see one red flag. I saw a whole lot of green.
Yeah,
everywhere I was turning, I'm seeing it blank.
So Rhysand,
I love him.
Rhysand, his close group of friends. We have, Cassian, Azriel, Amren, Moore.
Which 4 other green flags.
Right, all of them.
You got good friends.
Right.
What are you doing? Person. It does.
It
You kept
does.
the secret. Yo, city is safe. Everybody
Right.
is
Right.
and thriving. Nobody got to pay no time.
Right.
You know what it is? He living like the most powerful High Lord
But he is
in
the most
centuries.
powerful, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
My secret city would be
Right. If I was the
thriving
most
too.
powerful, shoot.
Child, I like that little Batman with them wings, them alluring wings.
Right. He could hide them when he wanted.
With them alluring wings.
But we have
Yes.
another conflict that starts to evolve. King motherfreaking Hybrid.
Hybrid.
Like, and the Cauldron. And the Cauldron.
And he was so, I'm not gonna lie to you, that man was stressful.
He was.
That was a stressful man. He is trying to get this cauldron so that he can break down the wall between the human realm and the fairy realm.
Yes.
Because it used to be broken down, we learned, and they had humans as slaves.
Yeah.
They don't have that no more.
So they feel like their lives haven't been the same since they had
they don't know how to take care of
yeah,
themselves,
provide
for real.
for themselves.
Some servants.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where our conflict for the next couple of books is introduced to us.
Yes.
Because Hybrid is out for blood. He is stopping at nothing to get this cauldron. Girl, and they send Pharaoh on a mission. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she got to collect both halves of. Oh, I think that's from.
No, I think the first, because this is when we're introduced to Tarquin, right? Pharaoh and Rhysand worked together when they first went to Summer Court. So Pharaoh was getting jealous because Rhysand was over there flirting with Tarquin's niece or sister or whatever, and she was like,
one of them kinfolk.
one of the family members, and but Pharaoh was also flirting with Tarquin because it was like their. It was a
thing. They were just like flirtatious.
Well, no, I think they had to put on this persona to get them to like them, But they actually ended up liking the Summer Court High Lord because he had the same agenda that they did. So while they were in the Summer Court, they kind of had like this conflict of, do we just tell them we need the other half of the book? Or
do we just go steal it?
Do we just go steal it? Which they end up stealing it because
it was in some under ocean boat.
Yeah, so her and Amryn, I keep wanting to say her name wrong.
Amryn.
Yeah.
Arm and Hammer. So the inner circle is who introduces the threats from Hybrid and the three mortal queens. Those are our ops right now.
Yeah.
The three mortal queens, their intent is to have the cauldron because they want to be immortal.
Mm-hmm. So, like you said, Hybrid wanted the cauldron so he could break down the wall, right? And so the inner circles and Night Court's whole thing is, we need to get the cauldron before he does, so we could.
But it's a lot of power, and
Yeah.
they need a spell book.
Yeah.
They need the spell book because it's old magic that nobody in a language don't nobody speak for real.
Mm-hmm.
Spells. Stuff that people don't really know at this point, but the book is in two different places.
Right.
One half and one half.
Right. So it was Amryn's duty to translate the book.
Yeah.
And tell Pharaoh what spell she had to use to stop the cauldron. But that's why they started visiting the mortal queens in the human lands using the house that Nesta and Elaine were staying at. So this is the first time that the inner circle of the Night Court and Pharaoh's family kind of get introduced to each other. Mm-hmm.
And so by chapter 20, they're going to the Weaver's cottage
For the ring.
For the ring.
Okay.
Yes. And she was trying to leave, but the Weaver was asking who was in her house. The Weaver is not weaving fabrics. The Weaver is weaving creatures.
Yeah. Humans.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So she goes to get the ring from them, or from the Weaver, And this was the test that we were saying that Rhysand gave to her to make sure that she was like good to go. I don't know why, because Cassian is about dying every other sentence.
Right. Make sure Cassie is okay. How about that?
Why don't we keep an eye on him?
How about we send him to
Okay.
the Weaver, okay? Cause
So yes, so she went to go see the Weaver. So the reason why her and Amryn ended up having to read the book was because Bela was made.
yeah.
And Amryn was the only one that could read the book.
Yeah,
of
so
spells.
Feyre could kind of sense the book, right? Is that what it was?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. But we need to be careful with the word made, because in the book, made means you're made from the cauldron, which Nesta and Elaine were the only ones, and Amryn.
Oh yeah, Jurian is made, but I guess because Feyre was made from like
Yeah, the High
Yeah,
Lord.
yeah,
She wasn't
High Lord,
made
yeah.
from the cauldron. So I think she was just
Right.
part of that mission, because Rhysand had to be the one to kill like the guards and stuff when they stole the book, and I think it was just
Yes.
yeah,
he was keeping guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to winnow
So
them
they
away
had
when they were
to,
done.
girl, they had to dig through mud.
Yeah,
Amber tried to blast the door open.
yeah, because they got trapped.
Or-
They got trapped underneath.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, girl. She tried to blast that door open, but water was flooding in. And just like that, we are trying to figure out if she gonna make it through or not.
Yeah. So they get that half
So-
of the book. The next goal is to get the second half, right? But the second half is with the queens, and they need the queens to trust them. So what do they plan to do? They say, if we need the queens to trust us, we must show them a secret of ours. And that secret that they decide to share is Valeris.
Girl, and this pissed me off so bad because I already know these queens was trifling.
Yeah, me too. Because as soon as they said, I mean, Feyre felt the same way. She was like, "No, I don't like." You know, she just got there, and she already like, "No, I don't want to. I don't want to show them that." And they're like, "It's the only way. We have to." And yeah, I didn't agree with that
Girl.
either. So they have like this orb, like this magic orb that kind of projects, you know,
Like
yeah, Valeris.
images.
Yeah. So they show the queens, and the queens pretty much look at it. They kind of like nod their head, and they're like,
Yeah.
"All right, thanks for showing us."
Cool.
Right. And then
And then Valeris gets attacked. They get attacked, bro. Bro, with adders.
so yeah, Valeris gets
But
attacked.
this is where Feyre goes into the Avatar state.
Right.
Bro.
She's using her water powers. She got water wolves. Just
She got water wolves.
yes, just coming down this road. Right.
She looked at Valeris getting attacked and she said,
Right.
I know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And had
the
an
way
11 bleeding out the nose moment.
The way they started that attack with Valeris was the adders dropping one of the queens down, and doesn't she land on like one of the light poles or something crazy?
Yeah.
The queen that betrayed them, right? Or no, the queen
Yeah.
there was a queen that was trying to hint to them that they were being betrayed.
Oh.
Yeah, and they took that queen that was trying to hint the Night Court that they were about to be betrayed, came and dropped her off, like dropped her from the skies down to Valeris. She landed in front of Feyre dead, and they were like, "Oh snap, we're being attacked." And that's
And
when
then it
they
was just like-
knew. And that's what's the TikTok sound? And that's how I knew, right?
Yep.
They were being betrayed. So
So yeah, Feyre goes into complete Avatar state. She saves Valeris, but Valeris took a large hit. with
yeah,
that.
a lot of damage.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole reason why the Adder was such a like big deal to defeat, and especially the way that Feyre did. But the first time that Feyre saw that damn Adder was under that mountain.
The Adder
And so
was
it was
the
like-
one who dropped Feyre off, like who found Feyre and dropped her off in front of Amaranthin. So
Yep. And so that was the big thing, was like she was terrified of it under the mountain. But baby, not only am I baby, I am high bay now.
So that girl,
And I'm killing you.
yeah,
Yep.
sure did kill him in the
So it
craziest
was like a
way,
turning
too.
point in her confidence.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
because she made sure. I think Rhysand that whole time too was telling her like, no, just turn back, like we'll take care of him, yada yada. And that girl
Yes.
said no, I'ma get him. I'ma be the
I
one.
got it, babe.
I'ma be the one.
I got it. By this point of the taking of the book and of taking down the adders, we're also seeing that Rhys and Feyre are operating as equals now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It ain't no you teaching me how to read. It's like we fighting side by side, and we're loving it. So do you think that stealing from Tarquin was justified, or do you see it as a betrayal?
You know, I definitely had a frustration of like, dang, just tell him. Just tell him and he'll give it to you and you guys could be on the same page, right? Because
Hey, you didn't have to damn near drown.
right. Almost kill yourself. But no, I think
Dig through mud.
afterwards, I understood the politics of it. What about you?
I understood it too, I think, because I understand because it's like, okay, ally vibes, yes, but this book is really, really important to the Magic of Caribbean.
Yeah.
You know what I like? It would be a lot to ask to like give it up.
Yeah.
It's like saying like, well, we're allies with Japan. We should just let them run the White House real quick.
Yeah, that's true. Because what if he was like, if they told him and they were just like, he was like, why would I give that to y'all? You know, now his guard's gonna be
what's going on?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But then we reach the climax where it is. Well, I don't know if you want to get here yet. Do you want to talk about the kind of like spicy?
Yeah,
between...
of course, because we really haven't hit on the romance aspect of Feyre and Rhysand, which is a big component in this book. Big component.
Girl, because you get a little.
It do.
First of all, I'm my favorite girl.
Girl, first of all, what I want to talk about is because there was like a build up for it. The main build up, I mean, they had really good banter with each other, right? But the build up they had with sending each other notes and their little notes were getting like just spicier and spicier. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. I was loving it.
When did you know that Rhys was like in game?
Honestly,
did you ever have a thought that like we would get introduced to another love interest or no?
well, to be completely honest, that was spoiled for me. The Rhysand part. Girl, TikTok.
Okay, I thought you were about to blame me, child. I was about to get so defensive.
No, like I was just, because I'm on Book Talk on TikTok, so I was just scrolling. It was like one of those, you know how you have it's like the photo scrolls, right? There's a bunch of photos, and then it was like without Tamlin and Feyre, right? There would be no, and then the next one was Rhysand and Feyre, and I was like,
what? That sucks.
I know.
That sucks.
So like the whole
I'm not
time,
gonna lie, I thought that in the beginning, I thought that there would be. Like, I thought that there would be kind of like this duke out for like
Feyre.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that was the only thing for me that was kind of like, I wish we would have fought a little bit more. Like, if I could have seen like Tamlin and Rhys go head to head over Feyre just for a little bit.
Yeah, because
Just
that man
keep me on my toes.
That man completely let Feyre go. I mean, he just, Feyre left it.
Squad, no, like first, like not even the first 25% of the second book.
Immediately.
I mean, we were let immediately. I wasn't even over Tamlin yet.
Right. So I was just like, I mean, and that's what kind of ruined like book one for me, because like I did like the little like yearning for Tamlin and stuff, but I knew that she's gonna end up with Rhysand, so I was like, where's their romance? Give it to me now. Where is it?
I feel you.
So
they are.
Yeah.
They nasty, but they not nasty.
Yeah, and like Tamlin just never gave what Rhysand be given. You know what I mean? Like
no,
he was
have a little like
he doesn't have that little swag. Yeah.
It just never gave. It never gave slut me out.
Right.
It was what the apple.
But like, I loved Rhysand. Like, I loved
Tamlin is like, it's like, when you have your first boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of PG-13.
And it's like, oh, that's good.
Rhysand is
like, baby, we drunk. We drunken nasty.
Right.
We drunken. I got something to get up off of me. Yeah. It's giving hot. It's
Yes.
giving slaps.
Okay, wait. Where are we before I start jumping ahead?
We just talk about the spice
Okay,
real quick.
yeah.
It's just awesome because he. You know all that damn hair.
Gosh, he got that little nice little shortcut.
I could see him with a. I can still see him with a little bit of eyeliner. That's fine with me.
But no, Asriel, I think that would be when they come out with his book. I think that's gonna be my main
baby.
man.
I,
That's gonna be a quiet one. You got a little
I
quiet one.
can't wait. I can't wait for him to turn the lengths to press it out.
Right.
She gonna start tugging when she. So it is. I know
Gonna
it.
change her little life.
Gonna change her. She gonna go prone. I can hear them. Tequila, me. Yeah. Yeah, back up. Cause I'm sweating.
Who?
I'm sweating. Okay. How fast did fall for Resan?
How fast did I fall for him?
Fold.
Fold for him. How fast would I fold for him?
I mean, yeah, you can do that too.
Is
How
this like
fast
that
would you
question
fold
where
for
it's
Resan?
like, how many shots would it take you?
Yeah.
And people be like, Selma. Wrong.
Because you know what? Not gonna lie. I was thinking that way about the cereal.
Stop.
I love me some truth. Show us me however you want to, baby. Be the truth about something.
So you're saying 0 shots for him? Shy.
Just give me 2 so I can like walk through the door. You feel me? Like
But
how many? Yeah.
it would be pretty
How
fast.
fast? If you were Pharaoh,
I'm talking. If I was favorite, I'm talking. Turning
by the
around
time
and
he-
seeing, turning around and he's like, "Oh, there you are." I'd be like,
you know what would have got me?
"What?"
For me, it would have been at good end. And I would have been looking at him like, well, what else? Reed slides into your DMs. He says, "Hello, favorite darling. What are you doing?"
I'm like, "Send me the location."
Rip.
I'd be like, "You finna win?
I'm-
You finna come?
You finna winnow, or you gonna walk? You gonna fly?
You gonna
You
come?
gonna fly? Or you gonna winnow?
You gonna come pick me up?"
Rip. I'm immediately hopping in that shower and exfoliating. Do you think that Resan is hot because he's powerful or because he respects women?
You know,
I
a
think
little
it's
bit
a
of
little
both.
bit of
Yeah, a little bit of both.
I know he got that thing on him. I know they talk about them Illyrian wings.
Oh yeah, the wingspan. Mm-hmm.
I know what else got a crazy. What about the Illyrian?
They said Cassian got the biggest. I was like,
That's why. Listen, you said it. You said Asriel, baby. The way Cassian was touching that button.
he is nasty. He's nasty. He's nasty.
Is nasty. That's my type of nasty. But I'm gonna have to tell him, you know, you don't gotta be worried about nobody with that cereal. Make sure you get all the purist. Nothing I like. You know, I'm
You talking about the bone
out.
carver?
Oh, the cereal. It doesn't.
Click it.
The cereal was like the one that like appears differently to
No,
everybody.
the cereal always looks the same. It's the bone carver. The bone carver is the one that showed up to Feyre as their son, their future son.
What does cereal look like?
Ugly.
Look.
Well, you said 2 shots. I said okay.
No. Oh, no.
I'm about to cry. Ooh, and I was gonna let it be. I was gonna let it be because I said, damn truth that point to you.
I was trying everything out there, and I'm right there. It's literally, it's one girl. He don't got no eyeballs.
I was like, you gonna hit that?
The longer I look at him, I feel like he might just miss this girl because they made him tall and this. But wait, like he like it's only whites of his eyes, but like,
Oh Lord.
I could see that if I'm saying I'm give it up to something with wings, I can give it up to something that just got eye whites, no pupils. It does look it's a little scary. But you know what gets me? It got them long fingers.
So before we go into King Hybern, let's talk about how we don't really have to talk about it, let's just hit on it right quick. But Feyre does find out she's mated with Rhysand. They go through this whole little debacle because she's upset with him because she's like, why didn't you tell me? You kept this a secret from me. Like,
Yeah.
because she's still going through her little conflict about Tamlin. But she goes to the cabin, and after 3 days, she accepts her fate. She's like, okay, I do love this man.
The House of Mist.
Yes. She's like,
She paints it.
paints it real nice. She's like, okay, I could live with that. I could live with it because she is happy. You know, let's not make it.
And
more
all
of
she
like
has to do to seal it is to get that man some food and put that on him.
Yes, which they do.
And
Which
then
they
she
do.
does.
Which they
said,
do.
Hey,
She said she started glowing. She started glowing when they were saying.
Okay. Because I mean, imagine,
Right.
like you lived your whole life in suffering. You was messing with this crazy man, and now you and apparently what they make is crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently what they make is like nothing else.
Yeah.
So I would be glowing. I'm sure. Baby, you could never catch me without a smile on my face.
Now it's time for the showdown.
Yeah. So at this point, they go to they're at King Hybern's throne room. Girl, and they see Tamlin there.
Yeah, they do. So they get captured. It's Rhysand, Moore, Cassian, and Asriel, all sitting in front of King Hybern. King Hybern has the cauldron. He got because they were searching for the cauldron. He ended up getting it before them.
It's a big bathtub of black
Big
water.
bathtub. And who comes waltzing in? Tamlin and Lucian.
Golden hair.
Yeah.
Son of a. I couldn't stand.
Oh.
So you have Asriel who's hurt, Cassian who's hurt.
And then we also have the queens that come in.
Yes.
They trying to dunk one of them into the cauldron, and she thought that she was going to have everlasting beauty, and she got old and ugly.
Yeah, that was after. So they end up dunking the two sisters first.
Oh, yeah, and they captured Elaine and Nesta, y'all.
Yeah. And who turned Elaine and Nesta in? Tamlin.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was Tamlin.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Tamlin was the one who...
Oh, yeah, and he's a...
Or is.
It's a... Of course he did. Hey, just miserable child.
Mhm.
Just think Feyre is his. No, I'm not your man.
Right. So
But
for King Hybrid, right, because the queens were kind of skeptical about going into the cauldron. So he used Elaine and Nesta as the pretty much test subjects for the cauldron. So Elaine goes in first.
Easy.
Gets
They
dunked.
dunked her like a chicken nugget.
Nesta was fighting for her life, upset because her sister just
I'm
got
talking
dunked.
that way.
So
Anyways,
yeah, so Nesta gets dunked. She takes something from the cauldron, so the cauldron's upset. So, not Nesta. Feyre was.
lady.
Oh, and King Hybrid was able to get rid of Feyre's first bond that her and Rhysand made, almost
Yep.
killing the both of them. But he got rid of it. But what everybody else didn't know was that they actually got married.
They already made it.
Yeah, they got married, which, and then he made her High Lady of Night Court, so she has another bond on her other arm.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, to end all this, let me just tell Tamlin I'm gonna go back with him. So she's like sitting there, she's like, they fooled me, they tricked me, like he controlled my mind. I actually love you, like take me back to Spring Court, I wanna go back. So Tamlin's like, I'll take you back.
When she agreed to go back to that Spring Court, I read that last page. I said, "Yep,
Yeah. Give me book 3.
give me the next one."
Give me immediately.
Immediately.
Because I can't believe this. I can't believe after everything she been through.
And I should have known. I should have known easily, but I was like, I just gotta make sure because I done been fooled before.
Yes.
The thing with that too is that she's leaving her sisters behind.
Yeah.
We're not knowing, like, there's a lot that isn't concluded, right? Like, we don't
Cassian
know
was
what's gonna
very
happen to
hurt.
Cassie.
Yeah. Azriel, I
course.
think. Azriel got an ash arrow in his wing.
Yeah,
And
like
that,
they're
and
just
that
trying to
man
break him
always gets an
down.
ash arrow in his wing too.
When did Tamlin first give you the ick? When were you like, I don't like that. I just don't like that.
He didn't do when it came to Under the Mountain. Did not do
didn't.
nothing. Like, just saw Feyre sitting there struggling, you know what I mean? Wouldn't even, like, make eye contact with her
Yeah.
sometimes.
Would not, and it drove Feyre crazy. And I'm like, this.
Yeah.
this
Like,
ain't
if it was Rhys that was in Tamlin's position, that man would have been
That's what I'm
causing
saying. Had it.
mayhem. Right. Say, you
For
trying
her.
to kill Feyre?
Yeah. The
So,
way
yeah, that
that he
was the
treated
first
Feyre
time.
when he was around Amarantha, I was like, I think they have a
Yeah.
little history.
I was like, why is he I was just expecting him to do more. And
And
no,
she
that man
pitied
just
him
sat
so
there and
bad.
kept quiet. Yeah.
He's so broken. I'm like, girl, he don't give a fuck.
Yeah. When I was reading that first book, I was like, dang, does he have something to do with it? Like, is there more to the story we're not getting? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, did he even love her? That's when I was questioning his love for her. Because it was kind of like, after you found out, because, in book 1, they kind of announced, like, oh, well, he needed to break the spell that she originally put on them. He needed a human girl to fall in love with him.
Yeah.
And it was, that's when,
yeah, like just using her.
Yeah.
And by the end of that book, I was like, I'm glad that she left your.
Right.
You couldn't even save yourself for real.
You had to depend on Feyre.
And you got somebody like Lucia next to you. That man deserves better.
Yeah.
Do you think that soulmates find each other, or do you think that they choose each other?
Ooh. No, I believe that they find each other.
Me too.
If they're really meant
They're really connected. Yeah, they're finding each other for sure. For sure. If someone hurt one of your sisters, how unhinged would you get?
Oh yeah, I'd you're my only sister, so
Right.
I'd tear.
Yeah, I could see that too. And you know what? I'll never forget when them boys from school was bullying me and Mitchie back in the day, and they threw our backpacks into the street. Mm-hmm. You were straightening your hair, as you did. You did straighten your hair a lot. Mm-hmm. iPod in the ears. You said, "Where are they?" We were like, "They're down the street." You took
Yeah,
off
because you came
barefoot.
home, you slammed the door, and you were crying so hard. Like, you
Yeah.
slammed the door, your back was still on the door, and you were just like distraught, tears streaming down your face. I was like, what happened? And you were like, these boys were messing with me. They threw my book bag into the street. I said, oh, hell no.
Yeah. Y'all, she was in some soapy shorts and a black top. And she didn't even take the time to put no shoes on, bro.
I think that's the fastest I ever ran in my life.
I'm talking, and it's crazy because we don't even come from a family of fast runners.
We're not athletes in this family. We're not.
And she took off. I don't even remember, like, when we were back together, I don't even remember you breathing heavy for real. I don't know
No,
what you said
I think
to
the
them.
adrenaline was just getting to me because I was so upset that you came home like that. Like,
Distraught.
yeah. The
Yeah.
funny thing is, like, we had to like 2 doors down, we had like a neighbor. He was like around our age. He was a little bit younger than me and a little bit older than you.
Yeah.
And
Oh, Kevin.
he had so yeah. He had
Shout out,
something running
Kevin.
in. He had took off in a full sprint after us. He said, "Oh, I'm not missing this. I am not missing this."
Bro. Oh my gosh. That
He
is
said,
so
"I just saw you running, so I started running too. Cause what we running to?"
And I don't remember, like, because I was too far away to realize what was happening, but I didn't know what you said. I saw fingers in the face, and I could
No,
tell.
I said, don't mess with my. Well, I was like cussing them out, and mind you, at the
Yeah.
time I was like 14, so you had to be
Uh-huh.
9.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
It was
you
a
better
lot
not
of-
mess with my sister again. I was like, yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, why are you 2 little boys over here bullying my sister?
Yeah. It was crazy. It was
So I forgot what else I said, but I think I like told them like, oh, we're gonna talk to your parents. So when Mama and Daddy came home that night, we had told them what happened, and they said, oh no. So we went to their house.
Yeah.
Daddy had went to go talk to his dad.
Yeah.
And I told him what
And
happened.
it was interesting because those same boys, like, they had been over at our house, like, playing with me and Mitchie before. So it was
Yeah.
like, yeah. And that's what I
It was
remember
just,
Mama
they were
saying
just
it.
little boys being little boys,
Yeah, for sure.
and just messing with you. But at the same time, like the way you took it, like, and
I
just
know.
throwing somebody's book bag in the street, and they're like, I mean, what? You're 9, so you had to be in like 3rd, 4th grade.
Yeah, I was in
Yeah.
4th grade at the time because we were walking home. I distinctly remember having a distinct amount of white hot rage when I was pregnant. I've never felt anger like that before. I would definitely have that, like a blackout, just,
Yeah,
I don't care what I gotta do, babe.
yeah,
At this point, nobody is safe.
yeah. I'm pretty sure I'd be like the type that would want to like burn the world down.
For
Like,
sure. For
I'm like
sure.
that with like any of my family members because I
Yes.
just you get to overthinking and you're just like you put scenarios in your head.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I would definitely
There
go
would
to
be
the ends of the
something,
earth.
yeah, like animalistic that would come out
Yeah.
of me. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like there is a famous case where like woman had gotten and her did end up getting sentenced to prison, but her dad showed up to the courthouse anyways and shot that man in the head while they were taking him
Yeah.
over to
Yeah.
It's that type
It
of
would be
thing.
something like I would go to jail. I would go to jail
I would go
and
to
for the
jail.
rest of my life. Yeah.
And be completely fine with it.
right. And
I'll
not,
find a way to
and not
escape.
regret a thing.
Okay, modern day vibes. Who would have a private Instagram with 0 posts but 2K followers?
Definitely
think-
Asriel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He would be
Because
the
he's just
type
so
to
like,
not,
yeah, he just be in his little shadows,
just based off of
But
his like
all,
profile
but
picture
all the
alone.
girls would be like, "Ooh, Asriel."
Asriel!
Just hit
Yeah.
his DMs.
If you could send one text to Feyre during a court of mist and fury, what would it say?
It would definitely be, girl, just get over that man. Get over him.
Absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely.
like what are you doing? Why are you still
Try-
not eating?
And this one thing Feyre gonna do is starve herself. I don't care what
Right.
nobody say.
All of them, all 3 of the sisters, they all went through some just not eating.
I'm like, what is it with y'all? Like y'all,
Right.
it's trauma.
It
It's
is.
it's conditioning. They all of a sudden they will go down and they're like, yep, here we are back in this damn cabin with our daddy.
Just hungry.
Hungry. I'm putting myself right back there.
Right.
I would, I'm a little messy.
Right.
I'd be like, "Hey, girly, no, we haven't talked in a little bit. Hope you're doing good. Heard you're in prison? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark." Anyways, I saw the four queens going to your house. It looked like you guys were having a meeting, from what I can tell. I just wanted to let you know that they just gave up Kelly's mom yesterday for a deer and 3 gold coins. They're not to be trusted. I also heard from David that they made a deal with his dad. His dad went and caught them a whole moose, and he was supposed to get payment for it. And they didn't give him anything. They actually gouged both of his eyes out. So watch your backs. Okay, bye. Love you.
Or, hey, girly, just saw Tamlin going
Yeah.
to your family home. Don't know what that's about.
No.
Because last time I checked, y'all was not together.
Hey, girly. Heard you just sped up with the cereal. Are y'all talking? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Because
Not
he
a
was
big deal.
just...
Just saw his Instagram, and I thought he was kind of cute. But I know that you're with Tamlin / Reese. LOL. Need to get the tea on that. Anyways,
Right.
yeah. Let me know what the vibe is with the cereal. Was thinking about DMing him. She'll look at me and be like, "Girl, that man is scary.
Right. You can have him.
You could actually have him. I'm good
Right.
off of that."
He wasn't even on my list.
That's all the questions I have. That's all my questions.
Period.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Yes.
This one was a lot of fun.
It was. We're going to keep the series going.
Yeah,
with
part 2's gonna be crazy.
You guys we have a lot of good videos coming up for you guys. We are posting every Monday at 4 p.m. Our next video is going to be, after this one, is going to be our TBR pool for January.
Yes.
And we're going to go over the holiday read that we picked last episode. So
Yeah.
you probably won't see part 2 until, middle of January? That we're dropping part 2 ACOTAR. Mhm.
Yeah, part 2 ACOTAR is going to be coming out on January 12th.
Yes.
So keep a lookout. But we're also
So,
giving you guys updates on Frown of Glass. So we'll still be
Yes.
adding to the series. But yeah, tell us or drop any questions that you have for us down below as well.
Or if
as
you
far
could
as
send a
the
text to
ACOTAR.
Feyre, what would have been?
Yes, what would it
Let
have
us know.
been? Tell us if we're missing something. I just want to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, super excited for that one too. And we're giving you guys our review on our holiday read.
Yeah.
But right now, what our reading schedule is that we're going to be doing the Sarah J. Maas together. And then we also have 2 books that we're doing a month by ourselves so that we can keep up with the book world and not be
Yeah.
put on
Yeah.
pause.
Right, with all these Sarah J. Maas books. So
Yeah.
we have our own little TBR. We have to, you know.
And because we kind of dabble in different things on the side as well, we thought it would be a good idea to kind of give you guys our takes on some other books other than the ones we're reading together.
Yeah.
And bring your tea next time.
Yes, of course. Well, we hope you guys
Bye.
enjoyed. Bye.
Oh, before we say bye, let me know if the cereal is it's a hear me out, I feel like. But if y'all can't hear me, just let me know. If you
Tell us
love
how many
them.
shots you would have to take.
Yeah.
Because Cheyenne is saying 3.
And I know for some people it's giving straight alcohol poisoning. You would have to be dead and gone.
Right, unconscious. But
Not
you know.
there. Okay, bye.
Bye.